And welcome back. During his incredible run in college football, the NFL, and now minor league baseball, and as a commentator, Tim Tebow has boldly and publicly professed his strong Christian faith. But until recently, he'd never had the chance to actually walk where Jesus walked. Well, you can now add that one to the list. Tim joined us in our TBN Jerusalem studio recently and shared some of his experiences from his first visit to Israel. Take a look.
To be able to come to this area, to be able to make the Bible come to life even more, and all the stories that we've read and we've talked about and we've researched and we've looked at, my entire life, and as a family, to be able to actually get to see those areas and touch them and walk where Jesus walked and be able to see where they lived and where the disciples and where this was preached and this happened. I mean, it just brings the Bible to life, and it's incredible. First thing we did is we went to Caesarea, and we were walking around what they believe Herod's palace where it would have been, and I was thinking to myself, where exactly was it when Herod decided, okay, we're going to kill all of the babies because we want to get rid of whoever this next king's going to be? And what came over him when he made that decision? And then we went from there. We've been all over the country the last few days, and we still got a lot more to see, but everything has been incredible. Right before we came here, we were just down the road at the Garden of Gethsemane, and we were praying as a family together, and just to think, a couple thousand years ago, what Jesus was facing in that moment and what he was praying for, and what he was able to overcome for us because he loved us so much, and the choice he made for us. It was incredibly powerful and kind of surreal. One of the things is yesterday when we were in Getty and reading the passages about David cutting King Saul's robe, and you could really tell once we climbed all the way back into those caves in the mountain, you could see how that could happen, and how David could be hiding, and it was just incredible how much that came to life of, oh my gosh, he could be back in one of these caves, and he could be hiding and fleeing for his life. And then he cuts Saul's robe and he shows it to Saul, and that picture was incredible. Being able to be here in Israel has been amazing because I've been able to be with my family, and we've been able to pray together, to read the Bible together, to be able to talk. I've been able to ask my family members questions. Okay, what was the lineage here, and then what happened here, and just learn and grow and be able to really visualize it and take those pieces and really try to understand the Bible as a whole just that much better. For me, I've been a believer for a long time, but this is just something that brings it that much more to life, where you can really visualize it and you can see it and you can understand, wow, Jesus was walking on this road, or this is where he lived with Peter, or this is where we got to see, where he performed a miracle and we get to stand on those exact places. This is where Jesus was praying and we get to pray in that place, and it's just really special. I think coming to Israel has been an incredible experience, and it's something I'm very grateful to do. I think it made it that much more special being able to do it with my family. I would encourage people to do it because I think it brings the Bible to life. I think it's also important to understand what you're looking at, what you're going through, and so I think the guide that you have and the pastors that you have are incredibly important as well. And being able to do the research before you come, deciding what we put our faith in and who we put our faith in, is the most important decision that we'll ever make in our life. And if this is something that people can come to, and they can see what Jesus did, and they can see where he lived, and they can see the decisions that he chose for us because he loved us so much, why would you not want to make that choice to come here and see that and be a part of it, if it can be something that can be confirming for you and encouraging for you, and you can walk away a different person, being more inspired to live out your faith every day.
Thanks again to Tim Tebow for joining us in Jerusalem. Well, Tim had a legendary football career, and up next, we speak to another football star who's sharing his love for Israel on the fields of the NFL. That's after the break. Stick around.